Hey guys, tonight we walk along the cold spine of the Great Wall, where the wind never really stops talking and the stones beneath your feet have listened to soldiers whisper for centuries. You're standing high above the darkened valleys of northern China, moonlight brushing the battlements in silver, and the wall stretches ahead of you like a sleeping dragon that decided to become a fortress. It's quiet now, peaceful even, but once upon a time, this place hummed with tension, strategy, and the occasional very grumpy guard on night duty. And honestly, you probably won't survive this. Not because of invading armies, but because climbing these steep steps in full armor. Your calves would surrender before the enemy did. So before you get comfortable, take a moment to like the video and subscribe, but only if you genuinely enjoy what I do here. And while you're settling in, comment your location and local time. I love imagining all of us scattered across the world, connected by ancient stone and a shared love for quiet history. Now dim the lights, maybe turn on a fan for that soft background hum, and let's ease into tonight's journey together. You begin walking along the top of the wall. Each step is uneven, slightly awkward, designed less for comfort and more for endurance. The crenellations, those tooth-like gaps along the edge, frame the darkness beyond. Through them, you see the vast northern plains, once home to powerful nomadic tribes who rode horses as if born in the saddle. The wall was not simply a structure, it was part of a military system. That's your first important realization tonight. This wasn't just about stacking bricks. It was about creating a defensive network that stretched thousands of kilometers. Historical fact: the total length of the Great Wall system, including natural barriers like rivers and mountains, measures over 21,000 kilometers. This encompasses various layers of strategy updated and rebuilt across multiple dynasties. You pause beside a watchtower. These towers appear every few hundred meters in many sections, serving as lookout posts, signal stations, and living quarters. Imagine being stationed here, scanning the horizon for dust clouds at dawn. Inside, the space is functional: rough brick, narrow windows, and essential supplies. An interesting detail of medieval problem-solving: some towers stored dried wolf dung. When burned, it produced a uniquely thick smoke, perfect for daytime signaling across long distances. You step back outside and lean against the parapet. Beacon fires were the wall's nervous system. By day, smoke. By night, flame. The number of signals communicated the size of the threat: one plume for a scout, multiple for a full force. This allowed rapid communication across vast distances long before modern technology. The wall wasn't necessarily built to stop an invasion entirely. It was designed to slow attackers, channel them toward guarded passes, and buy time for imperial armies to mobilize. It reshaped the geography to provide a permanent defensive advantage. You continue walking, running your hand along the varying surfaces, from the sturdy Ming-era bricks to the ancient, compacted rammed earth of the Qin era. You consider the logistics required to maintain this: the rotating garrisons, the supply chains hauling grain and wood up steep ridges, and the psychological impact of such a massive statement of imperial control. Scholars often debate if the wall's greatest strength was its military utility, or its symbolic power as an image of order. Standing here, it feels like both. The wall snakes along the ridges, partnering with the landscape to turn cliffs into foundations and valleys into choke points. You imagine the sudden tension of a distant rumble on the wind, the call to action, the first fire being lit. Within minutes, a chain of warning flares across the mountains. That is the rhythm of the wall: anticipation, communication, and coordination. As you stand in the cool hush of the night, the wall feels less like a relic and more like a sleeping machine, a defensive organism built of stone and earth. This is only the first layer of its military secrets. Would you like to continue this journey by exploring the life of a soldier stationed in one of these remote towers during a winter blizzard, the Great Wall's silent watch? Hey guys, tonight we walk along the cold spine of the Great